So earlier today, the MAGA bomber, as he's now being known, was identified as a registered Republican and a massive Trump supporter. Now, what does Donald Trump think about this? Well, during a Young Black Leadership Summit at the White House, Trump addressed the arrest of this alleged bomber in a very brief statement. Now, in it, reading from, of course, prepared remarks, the president insisted that all political violence was unacceptable. But also, during that speech, he didn't reveal any sort of other information, like, for example, who this guy is, the fact that he's a big Trump supporter, nothing like that, right? Now, that's an interesting omission, to say the least. He then, of course, after took the time to attack the media, to the delight of some of his more ardent fans. I want to give you a video clip of that. Let's take a look.
This Marxist.
I get attacked. I get attacked. I think maybe more, maybe more than anybody. I don't know. I can do the greatest thing for our country, and on the networks and on different things, it will show bad. They will take it back because fake news.
All right. So, oh no, I'm always attacked. I'm getting attacked. Well, maybe it's because you're doing a whole lot of things wrong. Like, if you were to actually do Medicare for all today, I'd give you credit. Maybe if you stop doing shitty things, you'll stop getting criticized. Although, if you did Medicare for all, the media that you care about, CNN and MSNBC, are still going to, they're going to call you they're going to say terrible things about you. So, I guess you can't win in some respects if you do actual progressive populist policy, which you're not going to actually do. So, yes, the media will continue to criticize you. If you can't handle that, sad. Sad day for you. But anyway, now, the important thing is not necessarily what Donald Trump said. It was what some of his supporters in the room had shouted. Now, this is a Young Black Leadership Summit, right? So these are black conservatives, which are incredibly rare. Now, they said, fake news, which you saw Donald Trump laugh, and then InfoWars. Wow. So, here's the thing, right? And the fake news charge. It's not fake news. There's literally somebody in custody. Literally, somebody there. And there is proof that he is not only a registered Republican, but also a Donald Trump fan. There are pictures of his van that are plastered in Donald Trump imagery and right-wing imagery, including CNN sucks and which, okay, whatever, CNN sucks. Yeah, I guess it does kind of suck, right? I criticize CNN quite a bit. But there's also more disturbing imagery like Hillary Clinton with crosshairs on her forehead. Now, I don't like Hillary Clinton. I'm not a fan of Hillary Clinton. But Jesus Christ, that is super, super wrong. And if you can't see that there's a problem with that, then I'm sorry, you're wrong. And I'm not sorry about that, actually. But look, there's DNA evidence that literally linked them to the bombs, but they don't care. They don't give a crap. And neither does Donald Trump. Now, I can guarantee you, right, that if we had President Bernie Sanders, whisper of a dream, right? Help us, Bernie Sanders, you're our only hope. Or, okay, more realistically, go back to Obama, right? If something like this happened during Obama's watch. If an Obama fan sent a bunch of bombs to Republicans and was identified and arrested, Obama would have come out there immediately and said, this is what happened. I absolutely 100% condemn it. And furthermore, any of my followers who would even consider doing something like this, don't do it. Don't do it. It's absolutely wrong. As would Bernie Sanders. As I hope anyone would, right? And I think, to be honest with you, most Republicans would do the same thing. Would come out and say, oh, absolutely, that's wrong. Don't do that. That is not somebody who shares my ideology. Well, but not Trump, man. Not Trump. He just laughs when they say fake news. Oh, he said fake news. That guy over there said fake news. He is so right. It is all fake news. He doesn't correct them. Now, why is that important? Why am I harping on that point? It's because he's the president. He sets the tone. The fish rots from the head down. And that's why it's so important. He sets the tone of the conversation. Again, this guy, he's got the bully pulpit, right? And he's got, look, he can not really control a narrative, but he can set the narrative, he can set the tone by saying, okay, this is absolutely wrong. Instead, he did read from a prepared statement because they're like, hey, jackass, read this statement. Don't say anything off the cuff. So he didn't. But again, laughs at the fake news, and then when he does go off the cuff, it's all about him. Oh, I'm such a victim here. I'm the victim here because I get attacked in the media. Man, they talk about Trump being president, which is ridiculous, right? Presidential. If he were even a quarter presidential, he would say, no, you know what? You're wrong. This is not fake news. This happened. It's terrible. This isn't who I want as a follower. I 100% discourage this, disown this guy. I don't know if that's the right term for it. But I don't want someone who does this kind of stuff as my followers. So let's not do this. Let's be bigger people. Now, will they do that? No. Because he just laughs at people saying fake news and then InfoWars. And here's the thing. We already know Donald Trump loves conspiracy theories. InfoWars, right? Especially when those conspiracy theories help him, like the birthers, right? So, unfortunately, again, he's going to set that tone and say, oh, conspiracies, I jump into it. And not only, look, he already did before this guy was found. He started blaming the victims, just like the rest of Fox News, just like those in the rest of the far right. And so he's going to say, it's okay to believe that. It's okay to go out there and believe the conspiracy theories, to spread that it's a false flag and, oh, that this guy's actually a Democrat and whatever. Because sadly, there's a large chunk of Republicans and people who follow Trump that no longer live in the reality-based world. And I don't know how you deal with that, with a segment of the population that no longer believes in facts. And it's an incredibly scary time because you never know what kind of stuff they'll make up next.